All right, back on the Turbo Camaro brakes. Been pretty much working on it all day. Not in a huge hurry, just wanted to make sure, take my time and do everything right. So I just finished up the driver's side. I showed you guys the passenger side in the other video. This side did go a lot quicker. Really helps once we figured out all the back spacing and all the modifications of the bracket with the other side. So I'll give you guys a quick rundown. You can see right there. The rotor's nice and centered in the caliper and in the caliper bracket. We got our bolts Loctited, and then you can see our spacer there. And that's what gives us the right offset. And then if you look really close, it's hard to see, there's a little line right there. That's where we cut this tab off where we could slide this in. Because if you picture it, it's like a C, it's got to slide over this tube. Then I put this ear back on. So I think we'll TIG weld it right here, just tack it. That way the bracket is one complete unit again. And after that, I have zero worries about it. Everything's Loctited, Loctited. I don't know if that's right, but everything's got Loctite on it. Everything looks good. Everything's torqued down. So the next steps is going to be our brake lines. I'm gonna have to do some measuring there and figure out what fittings. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go just 3/16 steel brake line to a 3 or 4 AN line, like the hose style braided line, to the caliper. So that's my thoughts, but I'm gonna do some measuring, figure out what fittings I need, and figure out what the best layout's gonna be. Then I'll go from there. I might even like drill a hole and make like a bulkhead here or something, but got to plan that out a little bit, so probably going to do that here in a little bit. Just kind of cleaning up. Yeah, I'm excited. We should have lost somewhere around 27 to 30 pounds doing this, which is awesome because I figured we probably added at least 30 pounds in all the body work we did, so dropped 30 pounds of weight, put us right back where we were. Do need to scale the car because honestly, I'm not sure exactly where it's at anymore. I've done so much stuff over the years that I'd be lying if I said at one point it was 33, but so many things have changed since. We just got to put it on the scale. So we'll do that once we get this wrapped up. But another thing I wanted to talk about is you do have to watch because these rotors are about 100 thousandths thinner right here in this hat, so it will move your wheels in about 100 thousandths, which isn't much. But like I said in the other video, you can see mine was rubbing there, so we had to take care of that. We got that sorted out. Overall, I'm pretty happy with it. It's just a bunch of little stuff from here. I did pick up this Milwaukee Fuel, I want to say they call it a hacksaw. Yeah, yep. So I picked this up about a month ago, actually used from a pawn shop. So just a pro tip there for you guys to look out for. I paid 75 bucks for it. It works awesome. So if you guys are looking at power tools, man, I really like the Milwaukee Fuel stuff. I already have a ton of batteries, so I just bought tool only used, and so far so good. That's what I use to trim those brackets, but man, that thing has a ton of power, so you got to be careful there. But yeah, I think that'll be about it for this video. If you guys have any questions, I'll do a quick review here. This is the brake setup for a 8.5 10 bolt for a 71 through 81 Camaro with C-clip eliminators, and this is the old style Mosier that they don't make any brackets for these axles with those C-clip eliminators. So you end up moving the bracket to the inside, and it does equal quite a bit of work, but I'll tell you guys, it does work. It looks great. I'm not going to say this is the best way in the world to do it. The best way would be to have a bracket machine that bolts flush, and then it would have a jog in it of about, or an offset in it about 280 to 300 thousandths. But with what we got, this is the best we could make it, and I'm feeling really confident in it. And I'm sure at some point someone's going to start making brackets for these, because I know there's a ton of guys out there with the old style C-clip eliminators that don't want to buy new eliminators or new axles to correct this. So Like I said, we bought this setup for a 93 to 97 LT1 Camaro 7.5 10 volt, and then just adapted it over. So did work pretty well. There's a couple other things I was going to touch on today, but it's been a long day. I can't quite remember, so we'll make another video on that stuff. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you have any questions, just comment. I'll get back with you, and keep it saucy.